Claire Delworth, 23, right back, living in Aberdeen, working as a teacher.
Tell us your journey to playing for Montrose.
So I'm actually from Edinburgh, so I started off playing in the back garden with my sister. She was probably the better footballer out of the two of us. Went to Spartans, played there for youth, moved to Hearts at about 15s, played up until I was 21 at Hearts, went to Dundee United for a year and a bit, signed for Montrose at Christmas.
And just how have you found your time since you've been here?
Yeah, it's good, obviously refreshing to be back enjoying football and seeing the girls and meeting the faces and playing football with a different coach. It's always nice to see how different people do it.
Sometimes it's just nice to, sometimes freshen things up, nice change of scenery.
Yeah, it's just nice to be, change it. Sometimes change is needed and sometimes it's the best thing for you. It can make you flourish.
And in terms of just this second part of the season since you've been here, already in the split, results have been going the right way?
Yeah, we set out our expectations of each other and we all hold high standards of each other, and we know that within the games of the season we haven't been good enough, but we just want to pick up 3 points and we focus on each game one at a time and give it our all and do our best to take something home at least.
And what have you learnt about yourself during your brief time here?
I think I'm just settling in, so it's hard to say that I've learnt anything, but I've enjoyed getting to know the girls and trying different things, like the way they play, the way they train is different from what I've done before, so it's nice to try new things and get a challenge.
And in terms of this challenge, who have been your main influences who have challenged you to get to this point?
My mum and dad, definitely. I think one that goes under my radar is my sister. She gave up a lot of time with me and my dad when I was younger, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday I'd be training. My mum and my dad would take me, my sister would be at home watching the dog. Saturdays we'd go to the Hearts games together. My sister would be sat beside us, but my dad would be trying to talk me through football. And then Sundays my dad would be going to my game with me. My sister would be either coming along to sport or at home. So I think she goes under the radar for a lot of it, but I appreciate her a lot because she gave up a lot. And it's not until recently that I've realised that, but she's probably one that, she's my biggest critic at times, but she's also my biggest fan.
Definitely not under the radar now you mentioned it. Interests, when you're not being a teacher, you're not settling in here, what do you like doing to switch off?
Like going on walks, like walking dogs, just catching up with friends. I occasionally go to the gym and trying to get more into it, but just seeing friends, family, just even I like tasting new food, trying new restaurants and stuff like that.
It sounds like an explorer of different things at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, my Saturdays are mainly taken up by football, so whenever I can, Hearts games, Tottenham games, any game that's on really I'll watch to an extent.
In terms of when you're not watching the football and you're just doing your thing, who's on your music playlist?
Well, I've got awful taste. I've got a bit One Direction, a bit Harry Styles, Lewis Capaldi, Jerry Cinnamon, Paolo Nutini, a bit of everything to be fair. I love River Deep Mountain High at the moment, that's my favourite.
Movies, TV series, what have you watched that stands out?
Gossip Girl, that's one of my favourites. I also really like the documentaries about football, so the Man City ones came out, so started that, stuff like that, just a bit of learning whilst watching, it's quite good.
You can learn quite a lot from seeing how the elite or the top level are doing it and then apply it to what you're doing now. Yeah,
it's just different lives, I suppose, in some ways. Obviously they can do it a bit more full time, but it gives me ways to balance it with my work and what I can do to best enhance my performances.
In terms of holidays, places, where have you been, where stands out, where would you like to go?
I've been to Tenerife, I've been to London, I absolutely love London. One of my favourite cities in the world. I just love the busyness of it, but it's such I've been in summer, so it's always been nice weather, happy feeling. I really want to go to Greece, so that's one of the places that I've got a holiday booked during summer, so I'm checking that off my checklist.
Not long till then.
No.
Back to home though, you've obviously got to know your teammates briefly. If none of you were playing football and you were just catching up as friends, who would be talking about their time as a comedian?
Oh, Jade. Jade thinks she's funny. Jade wants to be a comedian, so she's probably that one.
A little bit of work to do?
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, she is funny, but she's got a long way to go.
DJ?
The last few weeks, Demi's music's been good. Cassie fancies herself as a DJ. Neva G's got some interesting taste, but her music for her style is good.
Sounds like a bit of competition then for the decks.
Yeah.
Businesswoman, who's got a big idea, who could pull it off?
Alma. Alma's so clever. I think she could be anything she wants. She's that clever.
TV movie star who's got the look.
Navy G. Just knows how to play the camera. She's very good at it.
Wise woman, who would you go to for life advice?
For life advice. In the team.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I go to Neve for quite a lot of advice, whether like for fashion stuff, which is totally trendy, but if it was something to do with football, probably Tammy. Known Tammy for a couple of years now, and she just seems to be happy to help anyone.
Future head coach, manager.
I don't know. Cully's into sports and she does stuff with kids already, so she'd be one, and she's just been out there getting us through the running, so probably her.
And last of all, what would you like to say to the supporters?
Just thank you. Like, I mean, I've grown up obviously at teams down in Edinburgh, so support's obviously been a bit more vibrant when you're there because it's easier to get to stadiums such as Oriel. But for Montrose to have such a big following consistently week in, week out, and since I've came, like, I've had really kind messages and lots of backing from the supporters, so just thank you, like, it means a lot.